Good morning, students. This is class 12th, subject Business Studies, chapter 4, lecture 2. In this lecture, we'll study about characteristics and importance of planning. So let's start our chapter. First of all, features of planning. Planning focuses on achieving objectives. It means as specific goals are set out in plans along with the activities to be undertaken to achieve the goals. So planning is purposeful. It focuses on achieving objective means planning has no meaning unless it contributes to the achievement of predetermined organizational goals. For an example, we can say if an enterprise has the target of manufacturing 2000 TVs and in 1 month only 500 TVs are manufactured, then necessary changes are made in plans to achieve the final target. Goal oriented and it focuses on achieving objectives. Next point is planning is the primary function of management. It provides the basis of all the functions of management. All other managerial functions like organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling are performed within the framework of the plans drawn. So, planning precedes other functions. This also refers to the primacy of planning. Fine. So, it is a primary function of management. Next feature is planning is pervasive. Pervasive means present all the time at all level in all the departments of the organization. So planning is required at all level of management as well as in the all the departments of all the organization. It is not an exclusive function of top management. So planning is what managers at all level do. For an example, top management undertakes planning for the whole organization, Middle management does the departmental planning and at the lowest level, day-to-day operational planning is done by supervisors. Next one is planning is continuous. Planning is an ongoing process. Plans are formulated for a specific time period. Say it be 6 months, 1 year or 2 years. At the end of each period, new plans have to be prepared on the basis of new demands and conditions. Also, as conditions change, old plans have to be revised. So, planning is a continuous process. If the plans, for an example, we can say, if the plans has been made during a recession period and during its execution, the market jump into boom, then planner has to make several changes for that period or to work on different strategy to achieve the desired goals. Fine. So planning is continuous. An organization has to do planning on daily basis and it should be continuous. Fine. Next feature is planning is futuristic. Planning means looking ahead and preparing for the future. The aim of planning is to meet future events effectively to the best advantage of an organization. So, planning is regarded as a forward-looking function based on forecasting. In other words, we can say forecasting means predicting future events and making provisions for it. For example, planning is futuristic. How can we say? For an example, we can take an example On the basis of sales forecasting, a business enterprise prepares its annual plan for production and sales. So basically planning is futuristic. Planning is to be done on the basis of the future. Next one is planning involves decision making. Planning involves choice from various alternatives. So if there is only one way of doing something, then there is no need for planning as there is no choice. So the need for planning arises only when alternatives are available. A manager, after examining and evaluating the various alternatives, select the best possible alternative. So planning is essentially decision making. Fine. It involves decision making. Next one is planning is a mental exercise. You know, planning requires logical and systematical thinking rather than guesswork or wishful thinking. So it requires application of mind involving foresight, intelligence, imagination, and sound judgment. So it is an intellectual activity of thinking rather than doing work because planning determines the action to be taken. So it is a mental exercise. Fine. So here we have studied planning involves decision making. It involves decision making and it is a mental exercise. As under it, we have to see logical and systematical thinking rather than guesswork or wishful thinking. Fine. Our next topic is importance of planning. How do we say that planning is very important to us? Number one, see, planning provides direction. By staying in advance how work is to be done, planning provides direction for action because it ensures that the goals or objectives are clearly stated so that they act as a guide for deciding what action should be taken and in which direction. Means planning provide direction for the particular action is to be taken. Fine. That's why we can say that it provides direction. If there was no planning, employees would be working in different directions and organization would not be able to achieve its desired goals. Fine. Next point is planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Planning reduces the risk of uncertainty by anticipating changes and developing managerial responses to them. Planning cannot eliminate changes or uncertainty but can predict them. Means we can easily think in advance what is to be happen in future and prepare contingencies plan to deal with them. We should prepare the plans to deal with them. That's why we can say that planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. Fine. Next point is planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. It reduces overlapping and wasteful activities by coordinating the activities of different divisions, departments, and individuals. Our next point is planning promotes innovative ideas. Planning promotes innovative ideas requiring application of mind and foresight. So it is the most challenging activity for the manager as it guides all future actions leading to growth and prosperity of the business. Managers can easily give innovative ideas if they have already planned about the future. Next one is planning facilitates decision making. Planning facilitates decision making by making a choice from among the alternative courses of action. Fine, there are so many alternative courses of action, so planning can easily facilitates decision making. Next one is planning establishes standards for controlling. It means that planning provides the base for the controlling. So it establishes standard against actual performance is measured. Fine, we have to see under planning we have to see which work is to be done and how is to be done, and under controlling we have set standard for some particular work is to be done, and then we measure actual standard, or we can say actual work done with the standard work done already decided by the management. So it establishes standards for controlling.